Thank you for allowing me to tell you about HOH, an abbreviation for Home of Hope. HOH, a California-based charity founded in 1999, empowers disadvantaged children to become self-sufficient citizens. We do this by partnering with existing struggling orphanages and schools, implementing programs on education and vocational training. Over the years, we've collaborated with over 20 projects in India and 2 in California, empowering at least 200,000 disadvantaged children. Now, who is a disadvantaged child, you might ask? It covers a wide spectrum, a tapestry of lives that includes orphans, needy children, physically disabled, mentally challenged, deaf, speech impaired, blind children, child prostitutes, village girls, child brides, and other differently abled children. I am extremely proud to say the following statement. The HOH programs have been instrumental in inspiring the development of national laws in India concerning mental health and intellectual disabilities. This is a very powerful and meaningful statement. But there is a remarkable story behind this. I am the founder and have been designated many names, including CEO, Chief Evangelist Officer, CIO, Chief Inspiration Officer, but I prefer to call myself a storyteller because HOH consists of thousands of awe-inspiring stories that makes HOH an exceptional and extraordinary story in itself. Neither the website nor the newsletter can accurately describe HOH. To understand the present HOH, one needs to learn its rich past through these stories, which is my story. Through the art of moving pictures, I have captured the very essence of HOH in 5 powerful stories that are sure to move and inspire you. These stories define Home of Hope, where every child's story is a testament to the transformative power of love, support, and education. So let's start with story number 1, Children's Home of Hope, Chennai. Once upon a time, in the bustling city of San Jose in 1998, I was a full-time physician at Kaiser San Jose. My life was busy, but a single phone call changed everything. The call came from Mrs. Thampi, my friend's mother, who co-founded Children's Home of Hope, an orphanage in Chennai. She needed a donation, but the picture she sent moved me deeply. The image was that of a young boy, innocent, abandoned, and facing the world with 2 cruel strikes against him. He was born poor and orphaned, a stark reminder of life's injustices. The orphanage he was part of housed 137 children. Much like him, it was shabby and a pathetic place where stagnant water and cramped living conditions made it a breeding ground for illnesses. When one child fell ill, all 137 would suffer. The images of the bathrooms were shocking. Dilapidated tin sheds in unhygienic conditions. An epidemic of gastroenteritis rampant, endangering the lives of these disadvantaged children. Now, seeing that picture stirred something profound within me. A calling from a higher power. Now, what is that? Well, you can call it an immeasurable life source energy. Call it what you will, a higher power, consciousness, or God. It asked me a simple question. Why am I so blessed? Why am I not that homeless woman on that street? It became clear that I had to give back. Life had no free lunch, and I knew I needed to make a difference. So, with the help of my young children, aged 11 and 14, we embarked on a humble fundraiser. Together, we raised $5,000 and we sent it to Chennai. It wasn't a grand gesture, but it worked. They used that money to construct new bathrooms, which were tacky tile, pink bathrooms, but it made a difference. The impact of that 5,000 was astounding. It eradicated the gastroenteritis epidemic, highlighting that sometimes it takes very little to make a substantial impact. Now, this experience ignited a passion, leading me to start my non-profit charity, Home of Hope. This was founded on the principles of persistence, perseverance, purity, purpose, and patience, and these 5 P's became the pillars of HOH. It felt as though the universe was opening doors for me. I met like-minded people who could help me navigate the complexities of the tax ID numbers and 501c status which the government required. In 1999, after a year of dedicated efforts, the charity officially became Home of Hope. My daughter Sonia played the doctor's role, helping to separate infectious kids from non-infectious ones. It was simple but effective solution. In 2000, Children's Home of Hope in Chennai witnessed an incredible transformation. Empty sick wards stood as a testament to the improved health and well-being of the children. What made this year truly remarkable was the journey of the first batch of girls who aspired to higher education, dreaming of careers as lawyers, doctors, nurses, and accountants. Today, Children's Home of Hope has evolved into state-of-the-art institution that surpasses even prestigious private schools. The unsung heroes behind this transformation are the dedicated individuals working on the ground, the empowered foot soldiers. While Mrs. Thampi has passed away, her legacy lives on through her daughters and the founder's daughter who continue the mission with the same dedication. One remarkable success story among the countless is Kamla, often called the poster child of Children's Home of Hope. In 1998, Kamla's life was filled with hardship. She, her sister, and their partially blind mother faced abuse from her drunken father. It reached a breaking point when her mother decided to take their lives. In a dramatic turn, Kamla's plea on the railway track changed her mother's mind, and she decided to leave her daughters at Children's Home of Hope. Today, Kamla is a successful nurse at the prestigious Apollo Hospital in Chennai, caring for her family and giving back to the orphanage that provided her a second chance. Today, the Children's Home of Hope is home to thousands of empowered, confident individuals like Kamla, whose lives have been transformed by the love, support, and education they received. It stands as a beacon of hope and a reminder that even in the darkest times, a glimmer of life can change lives. In the vibrant city of Chennai, Harini, the first graduate of Children's Home of Hope, embarked on a remarkable journey to pay tribute to his late wife. His mission was clear: to create an orphanage that would educate and empower young orphan boys, carrying forward the legacy of Children's Home of Hope. Imagine the impact we could make in the world if more people were willing to transform their modest homes into sanctuaries for those in need, like orphanages. Bharani's story is a testament and validation to the expansive power of love that can happen with one act of kindness when Children's Home of Hope gives him a loving home. Today, Bharani's dedication to educating young orphan boys in memory of his late wife is a beautiful chapter in the ongoing legacy of Children's Home of Hope in partnership with HOH. Voices of Resilience. HOH's journey in transforming mental health. In 1999, a remarkable journey began with Udyan Care in Delhi. It was a year I had the privilege of meeting Kiran Modi, the founder of Udyan Care, an organization established in memory of her son Udyan. Udyan Care at that time was a loving foster home that provided a haven for 10 orphan girls from horrific backgrounds beyond human comprehension. Kiran Modi, with her background in psychology, recognized the deep psychological trauma these children carried, even though they often appeared outwardly happy. She envisioned a mental health program but struggled to secure the necessary funding. It's essential to understand that in 1999, mental health was not widely understood in India, especially for orphan children. It is too fancy. These orphan children just need food, clothing, and shelter. The prevailing sentiment was that mental health is exclusively for those who are mentally ill. Home of Hope Inc. stepped in and provided 10,000 in funding, which was instrumental in launching the program. Reva, a lost child who had endured unspeakable abuse, was one of their early success stories. From being known as Crying Reva upon arrival, a year of therapy transformed her into Laughing Reva. In 2007, thanks to Udyan Care's leadership efforts with other non-profits, India saw its first primary mental health law enforcement as an amendment to the Juvenile Justice Law, where every licensed institution caring for children in India was mandated to have a mental health program. This made Home of Hope Inc. a catalyst, an enabler, a facilitator in bringing this law to life. By 2014, the efforts had international recognition, with the South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation getting involved. Renowned Indian psychiatrists and professionals from the US, including Dr. Gupta and Dr. Manisha Akhtar, played pivotal roles. My daughter, Dr. Sonia, a Stanford-trained psychiatrist at that time, also contributed to the international mental health team. Today, Udyan Care is a beacon of hope, a mecca of mental health, benefiting millions of orphans, needy, and disadvantaged children. Pooja, who once an 11-year-old rescued from the slums, now holds a master's degree in social work and works for Genpact in Gurgaon, serving as a spokesperson for Udyan Care. Swati, another remarkable individual, now happily married and working for Amazon USA, shared heart-wrenching story of hardship and how the mental health support provided by Home of Hope Inc. helped shape her into the incredible person she is today. So, in summary, this is the story of HOH partnership with Udyan Care. HOH is an enabler, a facilitator, an igniter for major change. Story number 3, the Manovikas miracle. I would love to share how HOH and Manovikas came together to bring about a positive change for India. It all began with a young boy named Alok Bhuvan, who at the tender age of 8th grade, from his school window, used to gaze outside and be distracted by a peanut seller struggling to protect his mentally challenged child from the chaotic traffic. Alok's heart was moved by intense compassion, and from that moment, Manovikas was born. In 2000, Manovikas was a worn hole in the wall, operating in a dingy basement and struggling to keep up with 6 months' rent payments. However, Alok exuded unwavering calm and confidence, believing help was coming. That help arrived as Home of Hope. Home of Hope partnered with Manovikas in 2000, becoming a catalyst for change. They co-created and funded major programs that breathed new life into Manovikas. One of the first initiatives was a speech therapy program conducted in a bathroom due to limited resources. Manovikas, once a hole in the wall, evolved into a highly reputable institution in India. It became a caregiver and special educator training center recognized by the Rehabilitation Council of India. Home of Hope also generously supported Alok's innovative Love Arts program. This program gained recognition from Indira Gandhi Open University, and its first batch graduated in 2013, with each young adult finding employment. It pioneered the concept of a community college for intellectual and developmental disabilities in India, with a dedicated training lab, Ariman Center of Excellence. Introduced skill development courses that were recognized by the Central Board of Secondary Education and the All India Council for Technical Education for the first time in India. Wow! Manovikas was instrumental in training autism teachers and providing the Indian government with national assessment standards for autism. Manovikas played a pivotal role in shaping major laws and policies in India, including the Disability Law Act of 2016, which mandated a one-person job reservation for individuals with intellectual disabilities. One of the shining stars of Manovikas is Manoj, who has cerebral palsy and received training and support from Manovikas and his family. Many children and young adults from Manovikas have received the prestigious President's National Award. But Manovikas didn't stop at these accomplishments. It has taken the lead in starting the self-advocacy movement in India, with special children becoming self-advocates and the voices of tomorrow. Manovikas is not just a place of education and support. It's a beacon of hope and transformation for individuals with mental challenges in India. Its dedication and partnership with Home of Hope have made a remarkable impact and created a better future for the countless individuals. HOH partnership with projects is divine. HOH is guided by the divine to appear at the right time to enable, facilitate, and ignite explosive results. I can just go on and on and on, but again, I will repeat myself. HOH is an igniter, a facilitator, an enabler, and a catalyst for making major changes. Story number 4. HOH provided the gift of sound and hope to Pingalwara. In the heart of Punjab, India, where tradition and compassion coexist, an extraordinary organization known as Pingalwara exists. This is the story of how HOH brought the miracle of sound to the lives of deaf and hard of hearing children in Punjab, and how their efforts transformed the destiny of countless families. In 2005, I embarked on a journey, and the destination was Pingalwara, a non-profit founded by Saint Bhagat Puran Singh. The place was known for providing the underprivileged with food, shelter, and clothing. But during my visit, something profound was discovered. As I walked through the corridors of Pingalwara, I stumbled upon a group of hearing and speech impaired orphans silently living in a world of isolation. These children were withdrawn, struggling to communicate, and their world was soundless. Determined to make a change, HOH funded the first computer lab at Pingalwara with a generous donation of $10,000. The goal was simple but transformative: introducing these children to the gift of sign language through technology. The initiative turned out to be a game changer. With the help of computer technology, these children embarked on a journey of understanding. They learned the language of signs, enabling them to communicate, express their thoughts, and connect with the world around them. The program's success led to a significant donation, helping Pingalwara to establish the prestigious Adarsh School for the deaf and hard of hearing students. HOH didn't stop at educating the children. They initiated programs to educate the parents of these children. It was a crucial step in breaking the social stigma surrounding deafness for years. The transformation continued after Pingalwara. HOH continued its mission, funding village outreach programs in Sarhali, Atari, Firozpur, Hoshiarpur, and Buttar Khalan Khadian. The dream of bringing sound and hope to the deaf and hard of hearing had spread far and wide. Today, those once silent children at Pingalwara are effective communicators. The first Punjabi Sign Language Dictionary was created here, paving the way for more accessible education and communication. The legacy of HOH still holds significance, bringing about change in the lives of individuals and communities as a whole. The partnership between HOH and Pingalwara has now become a part of Punjab's history, serving as a reminder to the world that the ability to hear is a precious gift that adds value to life. Story number 5. Empowering a Village. 2005, I embarked on a journey to the heart of India, to the village of Mijwa in Uttar Pradesh. This was a place where time seemed to stand still, and where deep-rooted customs dictated the lives of its residents. Child marriages were the norm, with young boys and girls as tender as 10 to 12 years old being bound together in lifelong commitments. By 17, they had already brought several children into the world, and their lives were dismal. In this setting, girls and women were often relegated to second-class citizens. They existed on the meager leftovers of their fathers and brothers, trapped in a cycle of unfulfilled potential. Yet, this village had produced a luminary, the famous Indian poet Kaifi Azmi. He knew that if Mijwa was to change, it had to begin empowering its girls. Kaifi Azmi initiated a program that aimed to bring about this change. He introduced the girls of Mijwa to the art of chikankari embroidery. The hope was that through this craft, they could attain financial independence and break free from the shackles of tradition. Sadly, when Kaifi Azmi passed away, the program lost its momentum and faded away. However, the story didn't end there. When I visited Mijwa in 2005, the program consisted of a humble shed with a few worn sewing machines and a torn dari carpet. HOH stepped in to carry the torch and was dedicated to reviving Kaifi Azmi's vision. They constructed a building for the program, complete with functional bathrooms, transforming the training center into a full-fledged production center. In 2010, the renowned Indian fashion designer Manish Malhotra, known for dressing Bollywood biggest stars, embraced the cause. His support breathed new life into the program. Bollywood celebrities walked the ramp at high-profile fashion shows yearly, showcasing Mijwa's exquisite chikankari work. The traditional artistry of Mijwa was now on the global stage, and the fashion world couldn't get enough. The program began to thrive, and hundreds of girls from Mijwa and neighboring villages found employment and empowerment through chikankari embroidery. Their lives were no longer confined to the shadows. They had emerged as strong, independent women, forging a path towards a brighter future. But the transformation didn't stop with embroidery. It extended to another unlikely realm: sports. Mijwa village saw the birth of a sports program complete with an indoor badminton court. This seemingly improbable progression had a remarkable story behind it, a tale of youthful determination and unwavering commitment. In 2013, a 13-year-old boy named Gurbaz entered the scene. He was an avid sports enthusiast and the youngest member of HOH Youth Chapter. Gurbaz's visit to Mijwa was part of HOH English Empowerment Program. Here he taught conversation English to the village girls through soccer. Gurbaz observed that the girls were physically out of shape and did not even own proper sports shoes. He was determined to make a difference. He launched a shoe drive, raising the funds to buy tennis shoes for all the village girls. This single act of kindness sparked a revolution. What started as a simple idea became a thriving sports academy, benefiting Mijwa and the 40 surrounding villages. The girls of Mijwa were now athletes, role models, and ambassadors of hope for countless village girls across India. Gurbaz's passion and dedication had sown the seed of change, and now the girls of Mijwa were flourishing. Today, they are breaking records, pursuing their dreams, and proving that the impossible can be achieved with determination and support. And Gurbaz, who once ignited this transformation, is now an integral part of it. He works for a prominent firm in San Francisco, but his heart is forever intertwined with the vibrant village of Mijwa. The story of Mijwa is a true inspiration. showcasing the power of vision and the profound impact that a single act of kindness through HOH can have in becoming a catalyst for change. It is another example of HOH divine power in its partnerships, where HOH continues to be a catalyst, a facilitator, an enabler, an igniter for making a major change. HOH Youth Chapter. In the heart of Home of Hope's journey lies the Youth Chapter, a unique and inspiring initiative that has been shaping the future since 2009. The HOH Youth Chapter, or YC, stands as a beacon of compassion connecting young minds across the globe. The HOH Youth Chapter mission is to ignite the flame of empathy in American children using modern long-distance learning tools such as Skype and Zoom. They educate, mentor, and converse in English with children in India. This program, aptly named Kids Helping Kids, is a win-win, a virtuous cycle of empowerment. For children in India, Kids Helping Kids fosters confidence and self-assurance, providing them with skills that open doors to a brighter future. On the other side of the screen, American children are inspired to compassion, setting their creativity free. What sets HOH-YC apart is the belief that compassion knows no age boundaries. Take Gurbaz, for example, who at age 13 was moved by the Mijwa project in 2005. HOH ignited a compassion for helping the girls of Mijwa village, leading to the successful implementation of the sports program. Similarly, Smile 2019 was a spark for 10-year-old Amora. Meet 2020 was launched by 16-year-old Keshav Khanna and Sahej Singh. These remarkable stories are a testament to the power of HOH-YC, a program that empowers and inspires children of all ages. The legacy of HOH is in its youth chapter. Closing the loop circle. Over the last 2 decades, Home of Hope has evolved into a close-knit community embracing over 200,000 diverse and underprivileged children. We've empowered them with high school diplomas. But what comes next? The question looms large. Without support, these bright futures could dim, plunging them back into the clutches of poverty or worse. In India, a youthful nation, 65% of the population is young. Opportunities are knocking with the tech boom. Institutes offering IT and vocational courses are scattered nationwide, bridging the gap between dreams and reality. We've partnered with institutions like Jet King Institute and Polytechnic Institute for Women. We're covering tuition fees for IT and vocational courses, equipping these young minds for corporate careers. They're not just job ready, they're ready to excel in the corporate world, potentially earning up to rupees 65,000 monthly. We're closing the loop and completing the circle. For disadvantaged children, skill training is the key to shattering the chains of poverty. Our educational programs cater to a wide spectrum of underprivileged children, from villages, people who are blind, people who are deaf or hard of hearing, and the speech impaired, to slum kids. Our unique homegrown empowerment model is a testament to our dedication. HOH stands out, fueled by pure volunteerism. We have no admin staff, no office, just the trunk of my car. Zero overheads. The board funds the bare essentials, maximizing our impact. Our impact isn't just for today, it's for future generation. That's the legacy of Home of Hope. Thank you very much.